back to my channel. It's your spiritual big sis, Shana. I ain't gonna tell you shit wrong. If you're new to my channel, welcome to this channel. I share self-development content as well as content surrounding my other interests, which includes music, beauty, fashion, spirituality, and whatever else, because I'm a multifaceted. Multi-fashionate. I might be multi-fashionate, okay? But I'm a multi-passionate being, okay? And so I like a lot of things. If you've been here with me, welcome back. Welcome to this video. As y'all can tell by the title, self-love is a necessity. The older I get, the more I realize that self-love is a necessity. It's not even a want. It's a need. That shit should be like on the bottom level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There's a hierarchy of needs that we need as a human being. Self-love is at the basis, if you ask me, because I don't see how we out here navigating without loving ourselves. How are y'all getting through life? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I wasn't practicing self-love, like, that said, y'all, I want to encourage y'all to love yourselves. Love yourselves to the fullest extent. I just feel like there's so much love that we look for in other people and other things, and we want love from the things around us, but really what we're looking for is to pour that love into ourselves. Like, I know a lot of people get triggered when people say, if you want other people to love you, you have to love yourself. And there's some truth to that. It doesn't mean that if you don't love yourself, you're not deserving or worthy of love. Is that when you don't love yourself, you can't teach other people how to love you properly. When you don't even know what you need as a person or what you want as a person, how can you communicate that or expect that from someone else? You have to love yourself enough to really spend time and get really intimate with yourself. Like, to me, self-love is like self-exploration. Every day I'm getting to know myself more. I'm learning more about the things I want, more about the things I need, more about what makes me me, and learning to love those things that make you you. I feel like we live in a time where a lot of people, they wear facades, they wear masks, they try to be these aesthetics and things, and it's like, everybody's complaining about the authenticity missing, but nobody's willing to be authentic, because authenticity requires vulnerability. In order to be authentic, you have to basically put yourself on the front line to be judged, to be rejected, to be called weird, to be whatever. You basically have to be putting yourself out there to be perceived. And it can feel very vulnerable. Sorry, y'all. Somebody was out there. I thought somebody was arguing. I wasn't trying to be nosy, but I might see what's going on. Gotta stay aware. But that said, it requires vulnerability, because you basically put yourself out there to be judged, but that's a good thing in a way, because it teaches you not to value the validation and opinions and what other people think about you. I'm someone who grew up, I always felt like I was different growing up. I feel like when you're different, you're different. Like, there's no way you don't know you're different. You feel it. You don't feel like you are the same as everybody around you. You feel like maybe you think differently. You want different things. You dream big or whatever. And it doesn't feel like you have that representation around you. We might all feel like, pressured to mask and shrink ourselves or to try to fit in. But I feel like that makes you feel alone. At least for me, like when I was masking and shrinking and things like that, you feel alone. You don't feel like you could be yourself. You feel self-conscious. And then not only that, the mental gymnastics you got to do to wear a mask. Like, you got to think about what you're going to say. You got to think about how you're going to do. Ain't nobody got time for that. When you're being yourself, you're on autopilot. There's nothing to think about. You're in a flow state. You don't have to think about how to be you. You just be yourself. It's effortless to be yourself. It doesn't require thought. It doesn't require anything. In my opinion, being yourself is the highest form of alignment. Like, when you're yourself, you're going to naturally attract people who fuck with you, who mess with you. I don't know if I can say that word on here, but maybe I could. I don't know. You're going to attract people who mess with you. And then you're going to repel people who don't mess with you, who don't agree with you. And even that's a blessing in itself, because if you don't like me for me, then I'm glad that you don't like me. And I'm glad that you recognize you don't like me, so you can get the hell on. Like, it's a win-win. But basically, when you're yourself, it aligns you with everything for you. You will naturally choose jobs that fit with who you are and that align with who you are. You'll choose friends who align with who you are. You'll choose, situations, the dating partners, whoever. You'll choose the things that align with you. by being authentic. And not only that, but you won't even have to try hard in life when you're being authentic. I feel like, we're sold this lie that we got to put in so much effort and all of these things to fucking exist. And it's like, no, just exist. Like, just be. You won't have to force life to happen when you're in alignment with who you are, because the things that are meant for you will find you. Force comes in when you're trying to do things that are out of alignment with who you are. You don't. If I like singing, I don't have to force myself to sing because I like doing it already. If I like creating content, I don't have to force myself to do it because I like doing it already. If I like playing football, I don't have to force myself because I already like doing it. And that's how we get into alignment, because we are supposed to love our life. We are supposed to love ourselves. And I feel like becoming authentic starts with learning to love yourself and learning to love being yourself, especially in a world that makes you feel like you need to change everything. Everybody wants a BBL. No shade to those girls, because if your girl I might give me some lipo, I ain't gonna lie. But no shade to, the people like that. But a lot of people are easily influenced, and they feel like they have to show up as this curated version of themselves, or they have to be somebody to get the respect, the love, the attention they deserve, or to attract friends. Whole time, these people are with you for your aesthetic. These people are gravitating towards your aesthetic. They're not there for you because they don't even know you. You don't know yourself. You won't be yourself to attract people who genuinely fuck with you. There's so much fakeness out here. Where the real at? We want to see the real. And so one of my goals is to just be as real as possible in a world full of fakeness. Like, it's too much fakeness. I just want to be real, okay? I want to be the realest nigga in the room, and that's all. I do, honestly. I've learned over time to embrace what makes me weird, because I would say I'm very unconventional. I'm a nonconformist. Like, I move to life at the beat of my own drum. And I used to feel like kind of insecure about that because, people make you feel like something's wrong with you for not, doing things the status quo or the way that they would do it and things like that. And I had to realize that I have my own rhythm and I have my own way of doing things, and that works for me. And it doesn't make me weird. And honestly, being called different or weird is really not the flex or the insult people might think it is, because if I'm weird and different, that just means I'm being myself. I'm not conforming. The reason all of y'all are the same is because y'all some conformists, okay? Y'all not even being yourself. That's why there is a such thing as normal, because normal means conformity. Normal, in my opinion, is another word for conformity. So you saying that I'm different is not the flex you think. I'm like, thank you. I'm being myself. Congratulations, okay? So yeah, guys, I just want to encourage y'all to love yourself more. If y'all want to buy my self-love guide, I do have one. I created a few months ago. I'll leave the link down below, but it doesn't cost nothing to start loving yourself today. And you have to think about it like this. You don't need permission to feel good about yourself. You don't need permission to get to know yourself, to be who you are. You don't need to seek that permission. You give yourself the permission to do that, and you show genuine interest in yourself. Start showing genuine interest in yourself and getting to know yourself on a deeper level and wanting to love yourself on a deeper level. And it will manifest itself in all areas of your life. So I just want to do a little quick rant. I didn't even plan this video. I just want to talk about it. But if this video helped y'all, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if y'all are on the self-love journey. What are y'all doing to love yourself a little bit more? If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.